There we are. My apologies. Takes me a moment to get settled these days. There you are. Why, hello there. Hello there, darling. Good to see you again. Welcome back. I trust you've been busy. You look as if you have been. And it would be a shame if you had yourself all disheveled for nothing. Especially without me being there. I, on the other hand, am exactly where you left me. Right here. And if I'm here, in bed, where I belong, then I'm not out there causing trouble. Now am I? That's what I thought. But today has been wonderful for me, absolutely wonderful. I scrolled endlessly on my phone, posted inflammatorily on the internet, and got to spend the day wrapped in my sheets like a cat, enjoying a nap, which I think is absolutely wonderful. Wouldn't you agree? Oh, one moment. There we go, all fixed. Sorry, for some reason that turns on. It's a perfect day for the most part. So, why not leave the stress of the day behind and let me sleep with you, with some company, or with you as my company. I promise, minus the stress of the day, things will come so much easier. I swear. Relax. Leave the day behind. And let me be your company as you drift off to sleep. Yes, it's fine, don't stress. Everything's quite alright. I don't know quite. Oh, why thank you. I don't quite know what the bump in the road is today, but we'll figure it out, won't we? Come. Join me while you drift off to sleep. I promise I have kept the bed nice and warm for you. That's a guarantee on my part. After all of my relaxing and lackadaisical tendencies must have built towards something, mustn't it? Just relax. I've given you your invitation. Now come, rest your head. Relax. You know, most would kill to find me waiting to comfort them and gently coddle them to sleep. To find me waiting. And honestly, in this moment, my only desire is to see you well and truly relaxed. I promise. I promise. Okay. It's okay. Spend your time here for a moment, an hour, a second. As long as you need. We have all the time in the world. Just know that you deserve the rest. Together, I know that you will sleep well and that you will awaken feeling rested and restored. I guarantee it, at least as well as I can. And once I've set my mind to something, once I choose my goal, I don't stop until it's achieved. You of all people know how relentlessly I pursue that which I desire. After all, you were one of those goals, and I pursued you until you were right here by my side. In fact, I would dare say you are still one of the things I pursue, I desire. Call it fear of complacency. But I've always thought that complacency was the easiest way to make sure someone you desire to care for, someone who you desire to care for you, will lose interest. You never stop. You keep going and going and going, because otherwise you never quite show them just what they mean to you. That's my belief anyway. And I think I'm in the right, as I usually am, to be quite honest. I think that in this instance, I am more than correct. And thus, I have no intent of ever quite being complacent in regards to you. I might behave like a house cat at times, but I believe it's part of my charm. Plus, I think that a clingier version of me would be nowhere near as endearing nor charming to one such as yourself. It's tempting, though. Very tempting. Sometimes I just feel that, the urge, as it were, to wrap someone up, a certain someone, and never let them go. But I've learned my lesson from that before, and those are lessons I don't really intend on repeating time and time and time again. Even an animal knows not to stick its nose where the thorns are. Instead, all I can do is say that as much as I value your independence and mine, I value them more than anything, but the choice that I've made to keep you by my side and the one you continue to make in remaining is one that I am thankful for. So very thankful. Oh, why thank you. Now, shut your eyes for me, darling. Go on, shut your eyes. Shut them like this. I promise I'll behave. You rest. You don't need to have your eye on me all the time. Only some of it. You can shut them to rest. I'll be a good demon. I promise. Provided you promise me that you will be a good little human. Do you think that's possible? I think that is. I have full belief that you have the capacity to behave. Especially when I tell you to do so. So, with that in mind, behave. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate all your affection. Every last bit of it. Breathe. Let go. And enjoy. Relax and just let me play with your hair as you shut your eyes and let all of that weight sink down into the mattress as you just get to enjoy yourself. You know, I always love just watching you rest. You always look so beautiful when you're laid back like this, when you're at your most relaxed. The amount of time I could spend just watching you rest, you would not believe. Why, thank you. Thank you very much for the compliment. I appreciate all of it. But still, when you're at your most relaxed, I could spend the entire day, night, however long, just watching you rest. It's fantastic. The way the tension drops from your face, the way you relax, it's so endearing. You know me, normally I burn out quite quickly after a period of time. I burn bright and then drift away. But with you, you make me feel as if I am being pulled by a riptide. You know? I couldn't just walk away. And I don't mean to say my interest is fleeting, simply that I'd rather find someone interesting enough to retain my own interest. Smile all you want. You're meant to be sleeping. You're clearly exhausted. And I don't see the sweet little human in front of me having the stamina for anything more taxing than simply resting. So be a good little human, relax Thank you. And take it easy. No, that's not an invitation for you to open your eyes. You're clearly exhausted. You know you're wonderful at that. Just resting. In fact, let me. There we are. Don't mind me shuffling a bit closer. Nothing for you to concern yourself with, just something I learned. Proximity apparently makes it easier for humans to sleep. Something about the intimacy of closeness is enough for humans to fall into deeper REM sleep cycles. Something about that. I'm not quite sure though. It's science, my dear. Don't worry about it in the slightest. It's simply science. Pure science and nothing else whatsoever. Right? I'm sure you know that well enough. Although I am quite educated on the subject of sleep. Incubi are not just demons of passion, although I'm sure you of all people would know that. No, we are creatures of dreams and sleep. Rest and relaxation. So, just let go. Let me take the wheel. That's what I thought. Oh, is that a slight blush I see? Why, I think it is. I think it just might be. Why, look at that. Adorable. Adorable. You know, you're never going to get to sleep with your heart beating like that. You're never going to manage to drift off with your heart beating that fast. You need to try and slow it down for me. Otherwise, you're just going to end up exciting yourself. You're just going to end up twisting yourself in knots. Oh, it's your own fault, darling. It's more than your own fault. Just follow your breath. Gently breathe in and out and do exactly what I say. Relax and let your mind wander. Follow my voice and follow your breath, because the two are linked in quite a beautiful way. There you go. Very nice. Very, very, very nice. Oh, just think of it this way, darling. I am uniquely suited to guide you. Remember what I taught you last time. And if you don't remember, just know that I'm here. And that I am not going anywhere. Not in the slightest. You'd never get rid of me that easily. And think of it this way. The sooner you fall asleep, the sooner you get to wake up to me. Of course. Why, yes, of course you're going to be waking up to me, of course you are. Where else would I be? Of course I'm going to be here. In fact, why would I be anywhere else in the world? Perhaps it could be said that I'm attached now, somewhat. There's no getting rid of me. In fact, I doubt you could even get rid of me if you tried. Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, I'm attached for life now. Would you like that? The idea of you being stuck with me for as long as I live. It's difficult. I'm sort of immortal, so I doubt there's any getting away that easily. I might be a creature of the night, a thing of fleeting passions and desire, but in the end, that doesn't mean that the concept of permanence is foreign to me. I'm not opposed to the softer side of life and the reassurance that I bring by having someone's first look in the world, first thing they see when they open their eyes be me. I suppose that's just in your case, but the reassurance I bring is something I enjoy. It's a sense of fulfillment. I know you'd like that. It took me a while to catch on to the more subtle things, but I'm glad you're letting me make my mistakes, learning all these human intricacies. It's harder than you'd imagine. But thank you for being there for me, letting me make my mistakes with you, of all people. Your patience, your kindness, your generosity with me, it only endears you further to me. I know that it's not always easy. But if I didn't care, I wouldn't be here. And I do. I do. In fact, part of me doubts if I could care for you anymore if I tried. Because this seems to come so effortlessly. I know that I've spent some time away, and I know I don't always think I'm the version of me that you deserve, but I still want to be my best, no matter what. And I think that that's the version of me that you deserve. I think that that's the version of me that is right. It's been such an interesting journey already, and I can't wait to see how much further you and I go. Who knows, perhaps we could find some new avenues to explore, some new adventures for us. I think that would be wonderful. After all, we live in a realm of dreams, and dreams are my domain, no matter how mundane or exotic. You seem like the type with rather exotic dreams, if you don't mind me saying, and before you ask, yes, I've been looking. Oh, my wonderful, sweet, darling human. What would I do without you? I'm not quite sure, but I know that life wouldn't be nearly as interesting. And so I've resolved to keep you close for however long that takes. Oh my goodness. My goodness, aren't you the passionate thing? Thank you so much. I promise, when the world is mine, when it's taken and wrapped around my little finger, I will have you there by my side, in my arms, on my lap. It doesn't matter where. But I do know that you will be there, no two ways about it. It's, I can't believe I'm saying this to a human of all people, but you make me happy. Of all of the entities and all of the beings in all of the world, you make me happy. And that blows me away. That's something I never anticipated. In all of my plots, all of my schemes, all of my plans, all of my ideas, the one thing I never quite planned for was my sweet, wonderful darling of a human. Of all of the things in the world I could account for, the one I couldn't was you. The eternal wrench in my plans, my constant variable. Who'd have thought it? Oh, stop being adorable. It suits you too well. Just relax. Know that I am not going anywhere. That outside of this room, outside of this bed for all I care, there is nothing else. Nothing in the slightest. And if I'm looking for a world to take over, well, I think I already am in charge of what happens in these four walls. Doesn't matter whether it's dreams or reality. There's no getting away from me. You're wonderful. It's all good. It's okay. No use getting worked up. You're here to rest. Although I suppose this sleep has turned into me lightly teasing you back and forth, but, you know, either can work, either or, you know. We can find a way to make it work. Perhaps you could just be slightly teased to sleep. Adorable. Adorable. I doubt you could be more endearing, more adorable, more wonderful if you tried. Who knows? Maybe you will blush so hard that you might just, fall asleep from the exertion of it all. I think that might be the only way I could have you simmer down at this rate. Well, probably. Oh, I have such plans for you. I have such wonderful, delightful, perfect plans. You would not believe the portrait I would paint with you. You wouldn't. As I said before, this is all part of me. The incubus with the plan. It wouldn't be right if I didn't have 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 in mind with you. Although I'm not going to tell you what I have in mind quite that easily. I think it's better if you, I think it's better if you find out in your own time. After all, who doesn't love surprises, eh? 1 thing, 2, 3, 3 thing, 4. I meant what I said though. When the time comes to awake, I'll still be here. It doesn't matter how long you're asleep. I'll just happily have a wing wrapped around you. A wing, as if I have plural still. My wing, wrapped around you. My most valuable thing, wrapped in my second most valuable. How does that sound? I suppose that would be rather lovely. And I wouldn't mind it either, personally. Not in the slightest. You're wonderful. Now, do you think if you get a solid 8 whole hours of sleep for me, do you think you could manage that? Do you think you could manage to simmer off to sleep and be a well-behaved human? Do you think if I promised rewards and goods and praise that you could manage it? If I told you you were a good little human who was so very wonderful and obedient, and that I was very, very proud of you for managing to look after yourself, that would be something that you could maybe, perhaps, gently urge yourself to do? Do you think if I lapped on sweet words of saying that I am so very, very proud of you and all that you've done, that you just might be willing to gently follow my instructions? Do you think that would be something that I could gently tempt into you? And of course I wouldn't leave your side in the slightest. I would just be whispering gentle encouragement. consistent sleep schedule and a gentle dashing of praise. I think that might be just about right. And I know, I don't get the full 8 hours of sleep myself, but my sweet human, do as I say, not what I do. Believe it or not, this beautiful little incubus is a beautiful little hypocrite. I don't have to care for myself. Who I have to care for is you. You matter more. You matter far, far, far more. You understand? It doesn't matter the late nights I stay up working. It doesn't matter the long hours. It doesn't matter the taking care of the club, the making sure everything goes off without a hitch. What matters is you're okay, is that you're all right come the end of everything. That's what matters the most. There could be anything. Anything at all. But what comes first is you. And not in some paltry disregard, some quick first thought before doing whatever I want. I want you to know that you're a priority to me. Not just a priority. The priority. Because when it comes to what I want, what I need, what I desire, there is very little involved that does not factor you. You understand? I want you to be okay. No matter how things go, I want you to know that there will always be a demon in your corner. Oh goodness. My back. Oh my goodness, that sound. Oh, and there I was thinking I needed help to shuffle my spine. Oh my goodness. That was a moment. Oh, I'm quite fine, darling, I'm quite fine. It seems as if I didn't need help to get my spine shuffled this time. Don't worry, it's quite alright. Just a few cracks around the edges. I don't know. Maybe I could ask you to give me a hand straightening it out sometime. It's the weight of one wing, you see, it gets you a little unbalanced. Oh. Sheesh, indeed, indeed. You know, now you mention it, now you've said it. I suppose, even though I've been laying like a cat in this bed all day, wrapped in these beautiful sheets awaiting your company, perhaps I could use some sleep as well. Perhaps I could use a touch of rest, and perhaps I could be the company that you need as you drift off to yours. Who knows? Maybe I should just hold you close and you could listen to gentle breath against the side of your neck or in your ear as I drift off to sleep beside you. I don't need to sleep. I choose to sleep, and you're enough to make me want to make that choice. Would you like that? Me to keep you company as you drift off, with arms wrapped around and a gentle, gentle present to you to the land of dreams. I think you would rather love that. You are quite the enthusiastic little thing. I like that for you. It's wonderful. Wherever you end up in your dreams, just know I'll be keeping an eye on you, making sure everything goes according to plan. Yes, according to plan. Just know that I want to make you as happy as you make me. So if it means nudging a dream or two in a certain direction, then I'll do so without hesitation. I might be a demon, but I'm your demon. Yours. No one else's. No one. Your favorite demon? Who knows? I told you once before. It doesn't matter whether I'm your only demon, your first demon, your fifth demon, or your 15th. Just know that I intend to be the most memorable by far. I'll carve the memory of me into your mind, to the point where you describe me as unforgettable. That whenever you think back on me, you can't help but get that feeling of warmth. It doesn't matter how long it takes, doesn't matter how much work I have to put in. I know how many sweet mortals have said they didn't care for me at first, but I gently grew on them. Well, if I've gently grown on so many people over such a short period of time, just think how much I could grow on you if I put my mind to it. We're already at one place. Imagine how far we could get. Here. But everyone else is in the past. What matters to me right now is your future. And the fact that I'm going to be there tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that, and the day after that, and I'm going to keep being there reminding you that you're my sweet little Netherling, until you don't need reminding anymore. And then, my darling, my sweet, wonderful, beautiful human, I'll make sure, I will make sure that you know just how much I care. Nothing else matters. Because conquering the world starts with conquering you. Step one is always the most important. But I've drifted into well, hypotheticals have drifted into the abstract. We came here with a goal. To get you to sleep. And I think that we are near achieving that. So, one last time, one last, final time. Take a breath with me. Nice and deep. And keep that going. Just keep relaxed. Feel the deep breaths in and out. And feel yourself be gently brought down and down and down to somewhere deep below. Deep within yourself. Somewhere that's a place of tranquility, where there's only my voice. A beautiful inner world built just for you and me. This is the place that I want you to remember. That when the storm blows around you and everything seems so tumultuous, that there is this seed of peace. Little, small sanctuary for the two of us, buried deep inside. And that there is always going to be time and room for the two of us. Give it time. And I promise, you and I will spend what feels an eternity together. And all the while, your breath guides you from A to B and back again. Because as I've told you, you bend with the wind. You never break. You beautiful thing. You bend with the wind. You never break. I know you're strong. You are my beautiful, strong, brilliant human, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Not in the slightest. Just know that I need you as much as you need me. Until the end. I will try my very hardest for you. Now, let your mind drift away. Let your thoughts gently carry you. And then let go. When the moment feels bright, let yourself gently slip below the surface and enjoy wherever your mind takes you, as that river of thought gently carries you to your destination. Now, to sleep with you. I think it's time I bid you good night. And thank you for staying by my side. perhaps I can hang on for just a moment or an eternity. Until the next, good night, my beautiful human, my sweet, sweet, wonderful Netherling. I will see you very soon. All my love. Until we meet again.